Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. I guess I'm not the only one that thinks this is really dumb. Oroville Dam Spillway water flow reductions continue as storm brewing. Reduced water releases from the damaged Oroville Dam Spillway will continue to alleviate pressure on dam structures and to allow more rain to collect in the lake without it overflowing. Along this dam structure, the bedrock, there's a rock connected to the dam that is cracked, and they're watching it closely, and they're not telling you about that. Originally, the flows was 100,000 cubic feet per second. Then the flows were reduced from 80,000 cubic feet per second to 70,000 on Friday, and officials plan to get that down to 60,000 cubic feet per second today, Saturday. The Hyatt power plant, which has the ability to move more than 14,000 cubic feet of water, has not been operating because of water pushing up against under the dam. Catch that? With less water running down the spillway and crews working on removing debris from the diversion pool at the bottom of the chute, officials hope to get the power plant functioning again in a few days to a week, according to Bill Correll, acting director of the State Department of Resources. Here we have Butte County Sheriff Corey Hanna talks with the media during a press conference, and this was yesterday. Friday, the water level near the plant had decreased to about 2.5 to 3 feet, he said, a result of the efforts of crews cleaning up the west side of the pool where they have access. 2 days ago, FEMA supplies arrived at Travis Air Force Base in case of Oroville emergency. FEMA has requested the use of the Air Force Base as a good community partner to assist in providing space so they can stage their vehicles and supplies here, so they're immediately ready to help the public when needed, Hames said. They don't want to be caught too late in the fight, if you will, to get the supplies and such there. We're working really closely. We're embedded with our state partners. We're monitoring the situation at the Oroville Dam Spillway in case more federal assistance is needed. External Affairs Officer for FEMA, Region 9, Veronica Verdi said. The mobilization comes just 2 days after President Donald Trump approved Governor Jerry Brown's request for a federal emergency declaration in Oroville. At least 44 trucks and more than 24 personnel from FEMA are expected to arrive at the base through Friday. That was yesterday. Reducing the amount of water flow down the spillway will also allow Lake Oroville to take in more rain during the upcoming storms. The amount of water going into the lake is currently 27,000 cubic feet per second. That was as of 5 p.m. last night. The lake level then was 858 feet, close to DWR's goal of 850 feet. This here is DWR Acting Director Bill Correll talking with the members of the media yesterday, Friday. This is current weather from NOAA showing the storm that's heading their way. You can see by the darkening colors in the chart down here why they call it the granddaddy of storms. Correll says he doesn't see the lake getting back up to a threatening level, even with the current 5-storm series. But the storm that comes on Monday is being called the granddaddy of the series by a local weather forecast company. I want to remind those of you that are evacuated, the evacuation level is on alert, not mandatory. But they are advising the people that are handicapped, disabilities, stay out of the area. Western Weather Group, a Chico-based forecasting firm, expects a significant storm with hefty winds and plenty of rain over an area already tired of the winter weather. Meteorologist Matt Wennick expects 1.5 to 2 inches of rain in the valley from midnight Sunday to midnight Monday. In the foothills, we're looking at 3 to 5 inches, he said Friday afternoon, and that was yesterday. There's a lot of rain going to fall in the foothills. There'll be a significant rain on Monday. Snow levels will be higher in the 6,500 to 7,500 foot range. People today are already reporting snow. And wind will gust in the 35 to 45 mile per hour range. A cooler storm rolls in Tuesday night with snow levels lowering to 4,500 to 5,500 feet and a decent amount of rain. Winning's forecasts included half an inch in the valley and 1 to 2 inches in the foothills. Tuesday night gusts will be stronger, around 50 miles per hour. We could see some power outages from the strong winds on Tuesday, the forecaster said. Does that mean emergency radios, emergency sirens won't work? I don't know. We'll have to see. There could also be frost in the valley by Thursday or so. This is an update from the Oroville mayor, posted earlier today. Just a brief morning update. The lake level was at 856 feet, or 45 feet below the top of the emergency spillway. They do not have any control over the emergency spillway. It's like a bathtub. Once the water reaches a certain level, it just comes out on its own. DWR expects the lake level to continue to drop, then level out with the upcoming storm. Released at 5 a.m. were 70,000 cubic feet per second, with no concerns noted by the 24/7 monitoring crews. They check in with them about every 20 minutes. As the lake level drops, the flow will decrease out of the gated spillway, since there is less head downward water force. President Donald Trump approved federal emergency relief funds Tuesday following the request by California Governor Jerry Brown. The request for a Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, aid pertained to flooding in January and the evacuation due to the risk of spillway collapse at the Oroville Dam. Nearly 200,000 residents downstream of the Oroville Dam, the nation's highest, were allowed to return home on Wednesday, but were guided by local authorities to remain vigilant. Like I said, they recommend that people with disabilities do not return to the area. Officials have managed to avert an expected structural collapse of the top portion of the dam's emergency spillway by releasing massive amounts of water via the damaged male spillway, lowering the level of the lake so it no longer pours over the concrete berm at 901 feet above sea level. As it flowed down the hillside, the water moving over the emergency spillway had eroded the earth beneath the berm, creating a hole that engineers have been frantically filling with heavy rocks for 2 days. After the series of 5 storms, after that a dry spell is expected into the first week of March. Repair work. There is a report of a crack, possibly in the bedrock, a rock at the corner of the dam. It is being watched closely by those at the dam. Friday morning, construction crews continue to repair erosion below the emergency spillway with rock, aggregate, and cement slurry in the rain. Correll said he does not see the wet weather affecting their ability to make those repairs. Well, it will affect the cement slurry. Officials have stressed that the main spillway has not experienced additional erosion for 5 days. Correll said rain could cause erosion just from the normal flow of the spillway down the debris pile and into the diversion pool. The area will continue to be monitored. We're really working in the right direction to reduce the risk to this community and those downstream, Correll said. The spillway has been stable throughout this entire process for a number of days. This is a good thing. As we made these changes, we can feel confident in our ability to use the spillway, not only this week, but on into the future. Chris Orrock, DWR spokesman, said 15 workers who responded to the spillway emergency were sent home on Thursday night for reasons including drug use, posting to social media, telling people what's really going on, and job performance. Orrock said, "It is a rumor. It was not a union versus non-union decision." Correll commented that the workforce will expand and contract to address operational needs. What is the cause? Right now, DWR is working on a steady reduction of water going down the spillway, then a reevaluation of the site's stability. They are focused response and reducing risk to the community. As for the cause of the spillway crumbling, that is still under investigation, Correll said. Well, if you look at images, there's no rebar. Dan experts suspect a likely culprit, cavitation, the cause of many near disasters at dams across the globe, according to a recent Bay Area News Group article. During cavitation, lots of water flowing fast rumbles over small cracks or imperfections in concrete dam spillways as they release billions of gallons of water during wet seasons. This creates turbulence that can form tiny water vapor bubbles that collapse with powerful force and chisel apart concrete. Well, there was cracks that were not repaired. California spending more money on welfare. Somewhere I read where there was 3 out of 4 people that were immigrants there in California and collecting welfare. So that's where the money was going instead of putting it towards infrastructure. Put your thoughts and comments down below. Bookmark my site. I'll keep you up to date. Please stay safe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.